The offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Motion man is Shakir. They'll drop to throw. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
19 tight.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Looking to throw. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll set up a throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up second down. When you look at this Buffalo defense, and they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Stroud out of the gun here. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, set.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! George Pickens, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because This has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Now they go screen. It's complete. On the move past the 40. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another 1st.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Well, that's a big defensive stop there, and it takes away a lot of the momentum from the offense coming off that big completion the prior snap. Give big credit to the defense for bouncing back.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Delson in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to stretch the field with Schultz. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Back to throw now on 1st down. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll look to throw again. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 41-yard line. That'll put him over 100 yards receiving now here in this first half of action.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They're backed up here with a first and 20 now after the holding penalty. On play action, they'll throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Hook up a 15 yards there. And it's second down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
Cup 19, 79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
The way he's been slinging in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's going to have to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Out of the gun now on third down. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6.
For the Bills field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
To kick off for Buffalo.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready?
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Tackle made at the 44-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second.
Quickly out wide to Mechie. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Delson in motion.
Mustang 19.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
This is fielded at the 27. "35 yards on the return." Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Stroud to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go. Ready?
Play action. Here's Stroud. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Finding Shakir across the formation. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
To the right side and caught by Dell. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Stroud now on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, I think everyone who's watching was certainly hoping to see things get a little bit better for them in this half, weren't we? But it was a downright miserable first half that's carried over with an interception to begin the second half. That's a defeated offense right there, and there's still a lot of game left. I don't think that's the last turnover we're going to see today, partner.
The drive starts with a completion left side and out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. Here's one deep for Pickens. And this is caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie, big-time throw right there. Great poise, stepped up, trusted he could lay it in there perfectly, and he knew that his guy was going to make the catch on the other end. Nice collaboration.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. There he goes, right side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 43 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Defense really kept him in check running the football in the first half. Maybe that'll be a spark for him here in half 2.
So 2 words come to mind for me. Resilient, because he has to keep bouncing back after some limiting runs. And how about relentless? Keep going, knowing that you may pop one as he just did there.
And he's going to get his guys another first down. Back-to-back good runs to start the drive. This one 13 yards. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Ready.
First and 10, it's Pierce. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now they'll go play action here with Stroud. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. And Stroud now to throw. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
Now this throw caught left side, and they work this well upfield across the 45. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor, and it's a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
18,
They'll look to throw now on first down. Has his man, it's Shakir. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
That's good for a Buffalo Bills. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Got it, ready? Left wing 19. Let's go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
We're in the third quarter in upstate New York with a 2nd and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Throwing now is Stroud.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
Stroud keeps it. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up 1st downs.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 46, here's a 2nd down and 4. Pierce now up the middle. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 72 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with it.
And I think the ball's out.
but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. This thrown quickly out to Cooper. Now hang on here, because following that play, it looks like Amari Cooper is in some distress. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Hold the set. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 9 good yards here on the run, and now 3rd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Dragon 60. Let go.
Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown, Texans. Amari Cooper, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14.
Kaimi Fairbairn at the kickoff for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Bills take over at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's King. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled,
That's a flag coming out every time.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. This ball caught by Mechie. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
4-yard gain on the play. First down, Texans.
Now Stroud. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go.
2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That is caught by Dell. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 21. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
19 tight.
Throwing again is Stroud. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Gregory Rousseau. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Swings this one out wide for Pierce. And that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Breaks through the contact. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Bass now for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Stroud to throw it. He's got it at the 15. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Oh, design run for their wideout. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Tank Dell, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And they are going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Tyler Bass now for the point after. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was stamped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. They're going across the field. He connects with Mechie. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Stroud sets up the play action. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Shakir hauls it in. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just get going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Buffalo, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.